Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. I'm Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for All Signs Weekly Live to see what the general energy is for, well, the week. I used to have this on in the afternoons, and I'm moving my timelines a little bit. So please make sure that if you are watching right now, if you share, because sharing is caring, and this is a different time. And we're just playing with different times when people are on. But today, we're going to be using 3 different decks. I'm going to be using the Unveiled Tarot today. We're also going to be using the Tarot of Oppositions here as well. I love this deck. This is one of my favorite decks we'll be using. And we have also for this week, the hard truths. And this is what we're going to start with first. The hard truth. The hard truth. Reminder, guys, I will be live again this week, All Signs Love. But if you miss the All Signs Love readings, I did have that on Friday. So make sure you check the August playlist so that you can see the love readings. But I will be back again here on Wednesday for Who's Coming Toward You, the raw and true feelings of an individual here for you. So that will be later on this week. Reminder too that we also have the August giveaway. Yes, it's the Dragon's Lair. Only a few tickets and entries left. So if you haven't grabbed these entries, this will be the time to do so, because just in a few weeks, we're going to be announcing who the winner is of this Dragon's Lair, which is over $100 of products here. And there's mystery products here too. It's not just a lamp or a Dragon Path Oracle deck, some incense here. It's a whole experience. So whoever wins it, you're going to have some intuitive mystery gifts as well. And this is only for my Harmonia Friends Club members. So if you'd like to become a member, it's got 2 different tiers. Easy peasy. It's a monthly fee. You gain access to the entire vault. There's nothing here to pay it separately in that sense. You get access to the whole thing. I will tell you this much. Tier 2, the Fool's Journey, are for individuals here who are really diving deep in the self-reflection work. It's to help anchor the visionaries and the souls out there who feel called and guided to help others too. And that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be as a tarot reader or a healer or a light worker or shadow worker. Maybe it's counseling. Maybe it's coaching. Maybe it's just team building. But it's allowing yourself to freely find your intuition and your inner authority amongst that group. So great group. And we also have a channeled transmission coming up, which is happening on Monday. Super excited. The Fool's Journey, you can look that up for the core frequency compass, the channeled transmission here for this week's energy of what we've been going through. All right, let's get started here. Let's get started. We're going to see what the collective energy is here first. Let's see what our collective energy is first. Shall we start with our numbers? I think we shall. Let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice here, collective, and see what we got. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant master spirit. What numbers are with us this week? Now, if you see these number combos, it just gives you extra validation to tune in and hone in to whatever you were thinking at that moment, at that time, at that space. and there may be something significant there for you. We have 2, 5, and that comes to 7. So 257 you may see this week, or 752, or just lots of 2s and 5s and 7s. But let's talk about the combination of 7. 7 is not just a number of assessments. It is a number here of mystic knowledge and reflection. So there is something coming up this week, and it could possibly be something from the past, or asking us to look at an emotional avoidance, something at a distance that we may see a pattern evolving, but it's not for us to react to it. It's for us to see it, to value it, to look upon it. Hi, Barbara. Got one of my moderators here. New time, so I appreciate you being here. The 2s are all about the duality, and the 5s are all about the catalyst of change. So there's something this week where we're going to see a pattern, and the pattern is going to be lit up for us and asking us, are you ready for this change? Are you ready for this change? We have a choice, and so this choice is pretty darn big. We're going to see how that plays out. Let's see what hard truth we need to consider collectively for this week. What is our hard truth here? In the hard truth energy here, failure, anxiety, avoidance is here. Avoiding failure also means avoiding success. You're stuck in planning mode and your potential is locked away. Success achieved by trying. This kind of goes with that number, doesn't it? There's a part here where we may be holding on and afraid to make a move. And there may be a big move that is coming up for us this week for us to look upon. Again, I really feel like it's coming about in a pattern form for us, but we're going to see how that plays out utilizing here these cards. We're going to be using the Unveiled Tarot. As always, this first initial row is not reversed, but they will affect the reversals of each tarot story. Let's see. What are the challenges and obstacles for this week, Spirit? What are the challenges and obstacles this week collectively for my zodiac signs? Strength. Leo energy. Now, this is interesting because this looks like this lion's in pain, is hurting, and there's assistance here, a need, a desire of care. I feel like there's a challenge this week to, God, this is going to be interesting because I feel like there's both sides. There's 2 sides of the story. There always is. We got the lion here who's very hurt and needs some assistance, but is also afraid. And when you're afraid, what do? You fight, you attack. And this is an individual here, is a nurse who's trying to soothe and say everything's going to be okay. We're going to get you help and assistance. And there may be something coming up this week where there could be a sense of desperation, whether this is an individual or even you, where someone may be like, calm down. And the last thing a person wants to hear is, did you just tell me to calm down? Do you understand what I'm going through? I'm getting a transmutation here of, there's something here about a supply, low energy. So there's energies around us. And this is happening too, because you got to remember, guys, this week, Mercury turns direct in Leo on August 11th. So the confusing messages are starting to clear up, but we're still in the retrograde. So the energies of the retrograde are going to be hanging around a bit. I mean, fully probably until like the 25th or so, but these are key components. And this means people may be acting a little cray-cray, including us. So these are the challenges here, is wrestling that. Are you resisting change? Are you resisting help? Or are you pushing on too much and realizing that a person here may feel threatened? How is the universe supporting us, Spirit? How is the universe supporting us this week? Change. Scorpio energy. It's interesting that how we're being supported is in this transformation and this change. Okay. Being there, the universe says we're there with you. And we is that collective energy of your guides, your ancestors, God, the universe at whole. But there is an ending this week. And this change can be uncomfortable, whether it's for you or another. But it is beckoning you to understand that you are being supported through change. It may feel like you're completely stripped down or on your own, but you're not. There is just some old areas here that are being stripped away. And for a lot of us energetically, these are individuals here who are in the midst of it, who are waking up to their inner truth, that not everything is as what it seems. And so that could be heavy on both sides, even for the individuals here who have been doing that work already. It could affect both. All right, we're going to start off with Leo. Thanks, guys, for jumping on. I know this is a new time, so don't be shy to say hello. I know it's a really quiet feed right now. That's okay. My moderators are not used to this new time zones or this time that I'm on, so they may not be on today. We got Leo. Leo is up. Leo, let's see how your week's going. Let me just do one shuffle on this. Well, Leo, you just got 2 cards that went flying, but hold on. I'm going to put them back into the deck, but I do feel like there is something going on here. Look at that. We have the 9 of Pentacles here, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. There is something that's changing in your core, but let's put that in. I feel like there's something here that pushes your confidence down, but let's see how you're currently feeling. Let's see how this Leo is currently feeling. All right. Reversals are now up. The Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Well, interesting. She's looking at the coin, but to me, it does look like a mirror, doesn't it? It looks like she's looking at her reflection. It looks like she knows her worth, and she's trying to remind herself that she remembers her worth. So there's something here about the nurture and care. I feel this week, the focus is on you. And how you give out to others is going to be your choice. But let's not forget, on each side, there may be things where it could feel that individuals may look upon you as greedy. But right now, I really feel like the reflection here is, how am I applying this to my week? How am I applying this to my week? All right. Let's see what external influences are. Oh, the Queen of Swords. Well, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I do feel like since it's external, this is another individual here within your life. Now, typically, this person, I feel, can be very honest and truthful, but there's something about this week that you're going to see a darker side of this individual. There's something that where I feel the less that they say, the more that you know. It's just in their stature. Something has changed about this individual, but I think there's something, or there's a part of you that may take it personal this week, Leo. This could be a boss, this could be a family member, but I just feel like when you got the Queen of Swords in the adverse side, it's someone here who chooses to remain silent because there's something going on. And I feel that there's an individual here who has been a little bit passive aggressive or avoidance by stature. Okay. They're not really saying anything, but it's like, am I the problem? What's going on? Why are they acting this way? Seven of Wands. Yeah. This is not like this person's energy, how they're acting, but at the same time, you feel like personally attacked by it because this is someone here that you typically respect. This is somebody here that you typically work well with, but there's something that's disturbing your peace this week, that a person's energy field or their honesty, like, you know, something's going on. Like, I just feel like, you know, something's going on and it's affecting you this week. Let's see how you're responding. Because I feel like it's almost this energy of you asking Leo how someone's doing. Now, this could be you. It could be the other way around. But I really feel like this is another individual you're dealing with. Let's see how you're responding. The Knight of Wands, wanting to take action. You know, and this is usually passion, desire, action here to fix. It feels like that. Can I help you? What's wrong? Showing up? I almost feel that there's some kind of run in this week, Leo, where an individual, it's like they may be going through something and you walk in the door and it's not the same person. What's the real opportunity here? Look at this. There's the Seven of Swords. You know something is up. This person is going through an ending, an ego death, or some deep shadow work that is being projected upon you. You already know this. And I feel this energy here that before you may have stated something to this person. You may have called them out on it. I don't feel like it happened at one point at the stage, but you've made some changes. And I feel that this individual, maybe their pride got kicked. I do. I feel like their pride got kicked a lot. Maybe they're afraid you're going to say, I told you so. Nine of Cups. The bigger meaning. There were some changes here where I feel the two of you are doing things entirely different. This individual tried to do something easy. This individual here tried to do something methodically, strategically. Whereas I feel you did something with care, love, appreciation, you know, and there is something here where this individual may have some jealousy tendency and is why they're lashing out to you, because they're not so put together this week. All right. What advice the spirit have for you and this person's energy this week? Two cards, no reversals. Your advice this week. Look at that. The Star. There's that communication. And like I said, you know, it's Aquarius energy. But I feel like there is an opportunity here for you just to reflect back that this individual is not in a place that they want to be or a space that they want to be in. So the communication here is you may see this person distance from you and you're being asked here. It's interesting. I did a whole series called Ground Control where individuals just kind of have to go on their own exploration. It's not your job to fix an individual. And I really feel like that's your high message this week. This week here is to see the trigger, how it happens to you, how you make it feel, but then pull it back towards that this individual is taking the opportunities here to showcase that they were staying stuck in this little fishbowl, stuck. All right, Leo, let's see what Auntie has to say for you here. Now, for those of you new to Auntie AI I work with my messages. I give the messages to her, and then I ask her to astrologically put in some messages. So I haven't seen these messages yet. These are at random, the way that they play out, but it's kind of cool with what she comes up with. And the terms here for this week was emotional readings. I said we need to focus on the emotional part because a lot of emotions are coming up with all of the planetary shifts we've been through, with not just Lionsgate, the retrograde, the Aquarius moon, and even the new moon. Everything was just so condensed and a completely different energetic field than we've been in. So Leo, your vibe for this week is a chance to speak your truth. Your voice is coming back online. Okay. What you need to watch out for: overexposure or burning out by trying to do all the things now that the brain fog is gone. All right. So, and I do feel like this is the overburdening thing of like trying to do everything all at once. You can really burn out as the Knight of Wands. I do feel like your response is to kick in, assist, take action, help, kind of figure out the problem, but you can still speak the truth. And you can also speak the truth here of going, okay, I see you're going through a lot. I'm exiting. Okay. You can also create a boundary with this individual is where I'm getting at. All right. That's what we have for Leo. We're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo is up. Yes, Barbara. Lots of love to my Leos. Virgo, let's see what's going on for you this week. Current feelings for Virgo. Oh, the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Well, here we go. God, this is almost someone here who is in this mode of anger, of wanting to get something done. It's not the time. I feel like Virgo, you may feel very, this almost feels like a dictator. Like, no, I can do it. I have to handle it. But there's anger here. There's annoyance here. There's frustration. This isn't someone here who's typically, I would say, very creative, out of box thinker, confidence. But the confidence here is, no, I need to win. There's a winning kind of attitude that is coming out for you. So let's see why you're feeling. I feel like this Leo energy. You may have Leo in your chart. No, I can do it. I can pull through. Maybe you're not feeling well this week. Okay. Maybe you don't want something to end. Maybe you don't want something to fail. Okay, let's see what the external response here is. The Eight of Wands. Feeling like you're running out of time. Feeling like you're too late. Making mistakes. Trying to fix mistakes. Miscommunication, back and forth. Huh. Let's see. It's all good, Nancy. Gosh. Look at this. The Nine of Pentacles. Now, this Nine of Pentacles is so different because it looks like a couple here. But then when you look at this side, it looks like someone here who's like, look at it. Look how happy they look. You know, there's two stories to this. This could be a Leo here who is trying to get ahead, feels like they're losing their shot, losing their chance. And this is a week here where it's just, they're fighting something, or they're chasing something or someone that they feel like they're running out of time with. Okay. Maybe you're waiting for a message here and it's like, don't want to admit that you're not getting a message this week. And it's like, well, I'll just keep pushing at it. I'll keep texting. I'll keep doing this. But there's something here where you're pushing a connection. And then there's others of you, if it's not you pushing the connection with another person, it could be you afraid to fail. So you're doing something quickly just to submit it, whether is trying to get paperwork done but I feel this energy of like, I can do it all on my own. The Nine of Pentacles is usually a card here of independence, but remember there's two people in this card. So I have to look at the card art here. There's a change here. Okay. Maybe it's a pride issue here of like, I'll look like an idiot if I don't do this on my own. Submitting something late. Let's see the response here of you this week. Yeah. Look at that. The Ace of Pentacles. This is a huge opportunity, but it feels like it's out of your hands. It feels like someone else is pulling it. What's the bigger opportunity here about this offer? What is the real opportunity here for Virgo to realize about this offer? Meet me halfway. You shouldn't have to chase this or this person. There's an offer here where I feel it could be something that is connected together. Not to the point here of smugness. And others of you, if it's something here where you're trying to do everything on your own, there's a real opportunity here to say, I can't do it on my own. I am going to need help. I am going to need assistance. Remember, the challenge here is to ask. And others of you, if you, like I said, you're chasing someone and you're going out of your way for them, it's time to ask yourself here, can you let them do the rest of the distance? And if they don't, then to get the message. And let's see what the bigger meaning of this is. Yeah, the Page of Swords. To really reflect on what it is. Some of you, it's to get the message that this person isn't going to meet you halfway. You don't want to hear it. Others of you, it's here to realize that if you keep trying to do this on your own, you're going to miss the deadline or you're not going to get the help that you needed. So it's being able to look at it both, but something has to change for you. And you have an opportunity here to change this from getting different perspective of this to gain some knowledge from this. And I feel like there is some knowledge coming here more in the fall time. Okay. But I do feel like this week here is not for quick actions to go the extra mile. I mean, really, that's what it feels like. Hello, Delilah. Welcome. Your advice for this week. Look, Six of Cups. Look at this, the inner child. The inner child is coming out. Four of Swords. Some of you are in separation with an individual and you need to realize this person is going through something to do with their inner child. It has nothing to do with you. It's time to focus on your needs. Others of you, the persistence here is that you need some rest. You might even have someone around you who's seeing how much you've been overworking yourself. And there's something where you're being asked here to stay attuned, get some rest, allow an other to assist or help. And I do feel like you got somebody here. I just do. I do. Someone who cares and loves for you. So allow them to come in and assist you so that you can get some time and some R&R here for you because you need this week. All right. All right, Virgo, Auntie's message for you. Your vibe this week. You're collaborating here. Your structure meets your spontaneity. This is a time here for rest for you. You're deeply in collaboration. What you need to watch out for this week here, Virgo, is expecting perfection when what's happening is a messy evolution. You can't get everything to happen this week. This is a week here where you're going to just have to allow this messy evolution to come out. And that includes emotions for you. All right. That's what we got for Virgo. We're going to move on to Libra. Libra is next. Hello, Delilah. Welcome back. I know, guys, I changed the time. I am doing morning times now for Sundays. And I'm back to Fridays. Changing it around so I can enjoy some of my summer because I have my summer hours. But it's wrapping up here. Summer is wrapping up here. It just really is. I hate to say it. It's been raining all weekend and I looked out my yard and there's leaves on the lawn and I was like, no. And then I was like, ooh, pumpkin spice, because fall is my favorite. I mean, it is just my favorite season. As a retired photographer, the colors of the environment are amazing. But it's hard to enjoy anything out right now in Michigan because of the damn smoke. It's getting a little bit better. Oh, it's been super stormy out here too. It has. It's okay, Nancy. Like I said, I posted, and then I had problems with Facebook. It wasn't posting the Facebook live, so I had to create another live. So hopefully, I don't even know if it's running on Facebook. If one of you can check, that would be fantastic, because I had to take the stream down and redo it. I was like, oh shit. I don't know if my Facebook people can see me, but it's fine. It says it's running. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate it. Oh, Barbara's soaking up the heat. All right, we got Libra next. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. Libra, your timeless zodiac reading is going to be in the vault this week. So make sure you check out harmoniafriends.com. Okay, thank you, Barbara. Thanks for sharing. All right, current feelings for this week, Libra. Oh, judgment time. I like this. I feel like something's coming to light for you. There's something coming to life for you. That's a little baby in there. All right. It's a wake-up call. It's not looking at something kind of ending. You are focused on the transition, but you see the support. All right. A new version of you is really coming in place this week. I feel you may feel a little bit discombobulated, meaning like, am I in a completely different reality this week? Like there's just something here about your shift and the things around you. Difference. Let's see. What is the shift doing? What is the external influence of this shift? Oh, interesting. Thanks, Sharon. There's my Facebook people. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Now, a completely different belief system has set in. Yeah. Yeah. And the external influences here is not everyone's going to, have the same belief or systems to you, but there is an individual, could be a Taurus specifically, who is seeing the changes in you. What is the integration of this doing? Oh my gosh. Be prepared. Be prepared. Libra, I think you're getting an apology this week. And if it's not an apology here, forgiveness, I really feel there's someone here who did not see what you had to offer. God, wasted. They wasted it. Time waster. You're dealing with a time waster. Or they were so specific on their beliefs, but they're seeing something change in you. Forgiveness. But this is also an opportunity here to see an offer. All right. How's your response to this offer, Libra? The Six of Pentacles here. Well, Well, this is usually a card here of balance, of togetherness here. There's something here that has been buried for quite some time. I feel like it almost feels like a treasure, but there we got the fire energy of that lizard here. This is a relationship that has always been something that has been important to you, but it's been buried for a long time. So something here is being opened up. So this is somebody from your past. It just is. All right. And you're seeing this being activated in an individual. Okay. What's the real opportunity here for you? It's all good, Nancy. Ooh, 3 of Pentacles here. The neglect. There's been some time here. There's no care to this. This person here is offering some forgiveness or asking for forgiveness. I think they're offering an apology, but forgiveness for saying they put all the hard work into something, given dreams. There's a judgment. There it is. There's a tower. It's there. This is a person here who you thought was going to always be within your life, but they neglected it in some sort. And they're coming up. Now, of course, we're still in the retrograde energy here, even though Mercury's going direct this week. But there's a real opportunity here to look at the dishevel of this relationship. Gosh, the 10 of Pentacles. Look how the doors were open together. Excitement. Look how this relationship looks now. Do you really want to go into that? Let's fix this together. Avoiding failure also means avoiding success. You're stuck in planning mode and your potential is locked away. Success is achieved by trying. Well, Libra, you're going to be offered, and some of you are not going to like to hear this, but you're being offered an opportunity here with somebody here who neglected and is taking accountability for the mess that they left. And there's a part of you that left it too, but it's still been buried there. And they're asking, let's do this together. Can we fix this together? I'm not going to leave you this time. What advice do you have for this? This doesn't have to be romantic. Gosh. Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing, caring, and would start with the deep of friendship, bond, does not overgive, wants to see things grounded, wants to see things cared for. Take care for your part. Everybody's going to have their different ways of how they answer this, so I'm not going to give you exact forefront, but if you choose to take part with this situation, take care to the part here what you may be emotionally avoiding. Is this an opportunity here to take accountability and put in the work together, or is it take accountability to realize you've changed and you're going to look for more of an emotional opportunity because you don't want to take those chances of this being broken again? So trust your part. And if you are feeling overwhelming here, where you're ignoring everything else in this individual, you're being asked to look at what you're afraid to lose. Okay. Because some of you, it's just fear of rejection, afraid to, getting a chance and afraid to lose. This is about alignment. You're being asked here to be aligned, whether this is with relationships or with work. All right, Libra, what Auntie has to say, the vibe for this week is love and career being aligned. Feelings and success have to intertwine in a balance for you. What you need to watch for: spinning too many plates at once. Distractions. Watch out for distractions. And even beauty needs breathing room. Make sure you take time to reflect on any decisions that you make this week. And that is coming up strongly with this. Okay. I feel like there's an offer. Somebody here feels like that they're having second thoughts about the differences between the two of you. They see your perspective. They want to fix this, but they want to do it together. That's what I got. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio is up. Hello, welcome back, Corbell. Yeah, I know. Not everybody's going to make this time frame. I know. But Sundays in the morning times are better for me. So I'm trying to put myself in perspective here as well. I used to do Sunday afternoons, but to be honest, I enjoy my Sunday afternoons. My Sunday afternoons are like, I don't want to work. I just want to relax. And it's usually my day of rest. And for this whole summer, it has not been the day of rest. And that's why I took a couple of Sundays off and made it Monday, but I don't like to do my weeklies on Monday. I like to do it on Sundays. So this is the best of both worlds. We're going to try it for a little bit. And we'll see. And if I feel called to change it, I'll change it. Your voice is very soothing while I mow the... Thanks, Corbell. I put a lot of time and effort into my equipment to make sure you get that, because I think it's important for storytelling, and it's easier for individuals to listen when you have more of that ASMR kind of feel. So I appreciate it. It means it's working. And that's what it is. It's all about the voice. Not that I don't mind coming on camera, but it helps me to focus more on the messages, and it slows me down. When I'm on camera, I tend to look and make sure everything's being seen and looking at. So this works out for me. But I do the hybrid thing. Nancy, you're glad that I'm on earlier. I like the earlier ones too. And honestly, I like to have a cup of coffee. I love my morning readings. For those of you who missed it, who are in Fool's Journey, please look out for tomorrow's transmission just for you. This is only for the Fool's Journey, Tier 2. The core frequency compass will be released to you, and it's really about the energies and just some prep things to consider while you are regulating your nervous system in the next several months. But energetically, collective messages here for us, and what we're going to be going into. Okay, it's kind of a heads up, and I'm using myself as an example so that you guys have some really core examples of some of the changes that come in place. We also have the August giveaway. Very happy and excited for this one, the Dragon's Lair. There's only a few tickets left. So if you haven't grabbed these yet, any member is allowed to grab these tickets. If you're on the top 20 list, you get 2 entries. So make sure you check in that top 20 list. Obviously, if you're new to Harmonia Friends Club, you only get 1 entry, but grab it before it goes, because this is going to be given away in just another week or so. So we got that going on too. All right, Scorpio, your reading will also be released this week at Harmonia Friends Club Vault. So make sure, if you want to check out your timeless reading for just Scorpio, check it out. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what your current feelings are going into this week. Wow, we got this for another sign. I can't remember. The King of Wands? I think it was Virgo. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Same placement. Pretty sure it was Virgo. Well, this is someone here who's really scrutinizing, forcing, and is determined to beat the odds. They're determined. They don't want to be put down. So again, there's an energy here of not wanting to fail. External influences of this. Oh gosh. Judgment. You know, Scorpio, this is deader than dead. This is going to be hard because some Scorpios, my Scorpio energy for the collective, not every, and you don't have to resonate. If you don't want to take it, then I'll take it. It's fine. But you know, this is over. And there's a part of you that wants to blame. There's a part of you that wants to say, how could you do this to me? You're leaving, but not happy about how things are being left off. You see how excited it is? This is more about the return. But you know that if you were to return to this situation, even after everything that has happened, it's not something that you would be happy to return to. So this could be a Scorpio who's going through a very painful ending, a massive transition, whether it is career-wise, whether it is romantically, whether it is with a version of themselves that they're having a hard time having compassion for. The integration here is if you were to return to this, you'd be sickened by it. How you're responding? God. Upset? Disgusted? Some of you want to turn back the wheel of time. This feels very competitive. This feels like jealousy. I deserve. There's a little bit of, I mean, there is a lot. There's not a little bit. This is a victim mentality here of I deserve fairness. I deserve what is mine. I deserve this. I deserve that. I deserve this. But avoiding failure also means avoiding success. You're stuck in planning mode and your potential is locked away. There's this planning mode, and I'm not saying you're planning revenge or plotting revenge. If you get revenge, it's kind of one of those things that if it happens, it's like a cherry on top kind of thing. It's not for everybody, but I don't look at revenge as a bad thing. I just look at it as, well, if you see it, you see it, you know. It's not anything for you to do with it. What's a bigger opportunity of this week, of this ending? Jeez. Jeez. Scorpio energy here. We got death twice on you. Cold. Sadness. Decision. A forced transition. Cast it out. This is not a part that you want to revisit. No. But here's the bigger part of this. And this is the hardest part. We got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This, what feels like exile to you or never visiting again, had its purpose. The purpose here was to own your worth, know your worth, but also realize not needing to prove your worth to whatever the situation is. It's to take care of yourself, realize you did the best you can, and realizing that sometimes we need to fail to see those successes. All right. He doesn't become a king overnight. All right. They got to make mistakes here. And sometimes greed gets involved, or having to make something their way. But you see, there's a wall there. There's a wall of protection. So someone's ego is getting really split this week. But it's also to show that there's nothing here that was gaining any assets for them. It was only allow them to wipe it clean to get them to the alignment that they need to be in. So there's an opportunity here to build differently. The advice here for you, no reversals. Look at this, 6 of Wands. It's a bloody battle. It's the recognition. Grieving. This is for Scorpio here who wanted to be seen, wanted the successes, and didn't get it. But there's something here to say where you were being asked here to detach from it in a sense of why it's happening. It's happening in a sense here for you. It's happening to see the alignments of what you truly need and what you value, what you gave to, which you're trying to attain maybe from another or externally. That it's over. You don't have to return to that again. You did it. Make peace with it. But give yourself some grace and compassion. Right? You are in a grieving stage. So this is someone here who holds the truth, holds the sword, takes accountability, is very logical. But this is something here where you're what's because it's being unveiled here is you were hoping that something was going to be successful. You were hoping something here, and it's not panning out this week for that. It's panning out as, oh, well, it's out of the way. I feel like it's almost like, you know how you have the 7 of Cups and you got to go through some of the cups here to see what it was. And I call it the Goldilocks syndrome. That's what it feels like. So there's something here where it just was sour. You did it. You tried it. It didn't succeed, and it's okay. You can detach from it. You don't need to revisit it. You don't have to dissect it. It just is what it is. There's power in that. The message for you, Scorpio, for Auntie, the vibe for this week is where professional creativity may want to bloom. What's really happening for you is leadership is going to take form in a way that you may not anticipate. Ooh, that's really strong for you. Leadership may form in ways that you may not anticipate. You are meant to be a leader, a guide of some sort here. Okay. What you need to watch for, you may be somebody's lesson as well. Emotional over intensity. Emotional over intentioning. To prove. Moderate depth with care. Take yourself in moderation, how far you've come and what you don't want anymore. All right. That's what I got for Scorpio. Sending you guys lots of love. We're going to move on to Sagittarius. God, Scorpio, I feel, is always going through it. They just are. Sagittarius is up. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Who's got Saggy in their chart? Let me know if you got some Saggy in your chart. Sagittarius. Create some space here for myself. Saggies. Let's see what's going on for your week. Current feelings for Sagittarius. Interesting. Strength. Clenched. The universe is coaxing you. The challenge here is there's something that's keeping your mouth shut. There's something here where you're clenching your teeth this week. It's Leo energy. Oh, 10 of Swords. Saggies hurt. They hurt. They're frozen. They're trying to collect themselves, praying for peace, wanting to get out of this, but they're in shock. They're stuck, ruminating of betrayal. Look at this. This lion is starving. What's the integration of this? I mean, a 10 is an ending. 7 of Swords. You're creating closure. The Sagittarius is creating closure. They're realizing they're not going to know everything of the story or why this has happened. Okay, this is something here where it's chained. There will always be secrets. And I feel like you were lied to, deceived, and you don't want to admit it because you're waiting for some kind of apology, some kind of transfusion. Your response to this? What is Sagi's response to this week? Here we go. The 4 of Pentacles. Who in your life was greedy? Who in your life took from you, stole from you, didn't share with you? Okay. You haven't lost everything yet. And I do feel like you're realizing that this week, that you still got a roof over your head, you still got a table here, and you still have an opportunity. And I feel like the universe, maybe he's coming in here as a bird, could even be a loved one on the other side, is trying to showcase that to you, that it's time to speak up. It's time to open up. It's time to eat again. The devil. The devil is here. Capricorn energy. I got to be careful with these cards. The bigger opportunity here is to realize that somebody here was feeding you baloney. It also could be a vice. It could also be something where there's addictive vice of yours that you've been stuck on to not feel a specific way because you feel empty, but what you've been doing is starving yourself. This is someone here who's reflecting on it, that this was starving them, that this wasn't allowing them to break free from this. 3. Why did I say 3? Third party could have been involved, or 3. God, 3. Even though there's 7 swords here, it's 3 of Swords here. So you've been in deep heart pain. I mean, this is here realizing that somebody took it all. They're on the tree stump here, but it's realizing in the reflection here that there's nothing left here to be taken. There's nothing left to give to the situation. You've been starving yourself. The bigger meaning for you this week, Saggy? 5 of Pentacles. Okay. It's time to take care of you. It's time to take care of yourself. You might have been begging for an individual here to showcase some care, appreciation, and love, and realizing this week 5, 4, 9 of Pentacles, that the security and stability actually starts with you. Things to consider for this week for you, Sagittarius. No reversals about the situation. Yeah, look, 8 of Pentacles. This is the time here to invest in you. And it feels like you got nothing, but you got a frame here. There's ability here to rebuild this week. But it's to get out of this energy here that this isn't, you can't avoid this. You can't escape this. It just is what it is. Someone here did not care how much they took from you. Energetically, nothing. Look at this. 5 of Pentacles again. 2 5s, 10s is a rebirth, okay? Somebody here who you thought was always going to be by your side, but you don't necessarily have to fight this war anymore, okay? You're wounded. It's time here to take care of yourself. It's time here to ask for assistance and help, all right? You don't have to do this on your own. That's a really big message. Sagittarius, what Auntie wants to tell you for this week's vibes is that clarity ignites bold new ventures, travel, romance, media adventures, but it also takes time for you to nurture yourself before you go. What you need to watch for is impulsiveness. Just because you have clarity doesn't mean everything's a green light for you. Take your time, all right? Don't overdo it to prove a point. The 8 of Pentacles is a card here of really hammering at it and like, oh, I'm going to rebuild this really quickly. And it's reminding you, you've been through the ringer, and take your time with this and be methodical about it. But you're not going to get back what this individual took, and you're not going to get all the answers. You're just not. All right. That's what I got from Sagittarius. And someone absolutely was lying to you. All right. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Capricorn is up. The card stock on these tarot opposition decks is so hard. It's like barely bend them. All right, Capricorn, who's got Capricorn in their chart? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Capricorn, current feelings for this week's energy. Oh boy. Page of Pentacles. Well, there's something here in the books this week you don't want to do. There's something here in the books this week that has been an eyesore because it's a bookmark, and it's like, ugh, I don't really want to hit that. Ugh, I don't feel like I want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. All right, external influences. High Priestess, but you know you got to do it. You know you got to do it. This is the energy here where it's intuition. It's almost, it feels like a Lion King moment where he goes, it's time. It's time. All right. You have to get started this week. And some of you have been putting this off to the side for quite some time. It is something new. It is something here to set way. The challenge is you may feel exhausted. The challenge here is like, no, it's not the right time. Everything is not lining up the way I want to. But your intuition is like, why does this keep coming up? Why do I keep seeing the signs of it? There's something coming up here for you this week where you already are seeing the signs. It's not just this reading. It's like you see them coming up in songs. It's like, geez, Louise, inundated. What's the integration here for you this week? Oh, God, 4 of Swords. You're fighting this. It's almost this form of like, listen, it's one thing that you can rest, but if you're not getting rest because you know that there is something in the books that you should have gotten started and it's been eaten and eaten and eaten, and you're going, oh my God, I'm wasting time. Oh my God, I'm procrastinating. Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you're in fawn mode. But this is, it's becoming heavier for you this week. How you're responding to this? You know it's time. You know it's time. 10 of Swords. If you don't do it this week, there's no good time to start this. I'm just telling you right now, there's no good time. You're starting to realize that. But if you really truly want to have something in closure and have a new start, this is something here that you've been putting on pause for quite some time. Okay. Now, some of you don't want to hear this, but it is a relationship. And it's like, I told myself we work on it. I told myself I'd start working on myself. There's something here where you realize you're starting to betray yourself on this if you don't do it. What's the real opportunity for you, Capricorn, this week? Here it is. Speak up. Strength. Have the courage to do this. This is your challenge. And pride is in the way. But the reason you're sick and tired is because you know that this needs to be done, or this has to be set for you. And that means that you have to have the courage. And here's the opportunity here to trust. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. And go with it. The bigger meaning of this, I'm going to say it's uncomfortable. Yeah, 8 of Swords. The bigger meaning of this is uncomfortable to stay in this position anymore. This is someone here who wants to get the hell out of it. They don't want to be trapped in it anymore. Okay. A lot of you with these swords, because it's 8 swords, but it's 4 swords here, really don't feel like you can make peace with this until you at least take a step. It's not just saying it, it's taking a step. Whether that is getting help, whether that is putting it in writing and putting a down payment towards something, whether that is joining the gym, whether that is speaking the truth in a relationship here to choose yourself first. You're doing something this week that is uncomfortable, but you know that you can't wait anymore. What advice here do we have for Capricorn this week? No reversals. Welcome, Trudy. Okay. Temperance. The alignment. That is someone here who's in the present energy. Okay. Sagittarius energy here comes strongly. But this card here is about being present, being aligned. Have patience. Have patience. And know this. You got the 10 of Swords here. Twice. One is you're leaving an old version behind or someone behind that it does feel like betrayal, but you're going to betray yourself if you don't collaborate in this alignment, and you're being asked to do so on doing that. Now, some of you are walking around and pretending that you're fine when you know darn well you're not fine. So this is someone here who's really evaluating that this week and is going to be making a change. But Spirit is reminding you that these changes aren't going to be quick. It's a start. And now you have to be consistent. Be patient with the changes that you make, but be consistent with them, because you're going through a huge transition. This is going to be a huge transition for you, a rebirth. Capricorn, Auntie says the vibe for the week is intimacy and, get it, transformation. Closeness that change you for good. Closeness that changes you for good. What you need to watch on. Oh, ready for this? Holding on to control in relationships. Holding on to control in relationships instead of letting change and grace. I think for some of you, you are taking the steps to leave a scenario that no longer serves you. Okay. That's what I got for Capricorn. We're going to move on to Aquarius. Thanks, guys, for jumping in. If you missed your sign, I started off with Leo. You can obviously scan back. If you're on Facebook, you cannot do so. You have to wait until the live is done, and I will post timestamps after. But you can also jump onto YouTube. Most of the party is on YouTube, and Twitch is on there too, but you can go back and scroll. That's why I make the banners all big. And you'll want to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. If you're cross-watching, you're probably going to have to flip the story around, and that happens quite often. Good to see you live here, Trudy. You know, I might even make these a little bit earlier on Sundays. I might do 10 o'clock. We shall see. I talk to every Sunday, I call my dad and my stepmom. Like, that's my Sunday mornings. But next Sunday, they'll be away. So maybe I can do it even a little earlier. And we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll do 10. 10. And maybe I'll get some of the international folks. Because believe it or not, I got a few Australians on here. And they don't get to catch me live nearly as much. All right, Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's see what's up for Aquarius this week. Current feelings for this week, Aquarius. 5 of Cups. Well, it's not down and out 5 of Cups. It's focused on the 2 Cups. All right, let's see what the external influence is for Aquarius this week. Someone's got you smiling. Oh. Who's visiting you, Aquarius? Or who are you visiting? On the move. I like this. I think this Aquarius has been in the blues of some sort, and this week they are feeling they're in the mood to get out. Let's see where you're going. Oh, 5 of Wands. Are you looking to get back out there? Do I got some Aquarius here? He's like, you know what? Let me see what's out there. What opportunities could be there for me? I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready again. Some of you, it's a date. Some of you, it's like hanging out with people, how much you can do. It's a competitive nature, the way you're going in here. And I don't see it being nasty. I do feel like the challenge here is it still has to do with pride. Okay. I mean, the lions are here and they're significantly here in the cards. They just are 2 different decks. Leo energy. Don't overdo it this week to prove a point. You are healing, but there's this energy here of like feeling like you're all better. I don't know why they're showing me someone who's not feeling well. So it's like overdoing it. Like, I can do it. It's like my old self again. Others of you, if it's not that, there's just a part of you that wants to see what's out there. There's something about wanting to explore and try something that could be competitive, or maybe something you used to like to do. You know, maybe it's something involving a sport, you know, that you used to play. You're like, hey, I'd like to get back out there. But it doesn't have to be that. There's a competitive nature about you this week, though. Putting yourself back in there. It just keeps showing me like an injured player who's allowed back on the field. And so sports may be significant to you or to this Aquarius. What's the response? Oh my gosh. The Tower? Because wherever you are right now, you're ready for a change. That looks like the Phoenix to me. It's like, I'm getting the hell out of there, right? It's not the downfall. It's going, I can't sit at home anymore. I can't do this. You are definitely leaving your comfort zone this week. And there's a massive feeling of change because this feels like, stifling, hot. Bigger opportunity for you this week. Oh my gosh. Two of Cups. Who is this? This is a connection. This is a relationship. Maybe this is a relationship here you battled, had a fallout with. But if not, it's good game. What is going on here for Aquarius? Oh, there's differences at one point. Jealousy? Now, some of you, if it's not another person from your past or someone that you're dealing with currently, it could be a relationship here where you feel more balanced and aligned to in what you're going after or going towards. A connection here that helps. Oh my gosh, 6 of Wands. Well, I think Aquarius got the best reading in the house this week. Take the invite, make the move. Whatever this competitive nature is, this is a person here who sees your worth, aligns you. You're going to see a change. A reminder here too, avoiding failure also means avoiding success. You're stuck in planning mode and your potential is locked away. Success is achieved by trying. You're trying this week. You're going after something this week. And it's going to be very, very rewarding for you. Not in a way of, haha, look at me, I'm the winner. It's the rewarding here of, that wasn't so bad. This could be going outside of your comfort zone. Maybe there was somebody here that you were butting heads with and realizing that 2 heads are better than 1. Others of you, it's realizing that there's a connection here, that this competitive nature here is that a person here is more aligned to you. There's been growth, could have been a separation of some sort, but the success here is seeing each other eye to eye, realizing what used to be is not nearly the same of how it was before, which I said it feels more like arrogance. And this is 2 people coming together, seeing each other, getting together through thick and thin. This is the energy of being with somebody through thick and thin. So this is a really nice connection for you this week, Aquarius. And like I said, does not have to be romantic. Always by your side. But this person here has seen, this is how you'll know. This is an individual here who has seen you, not visited it, seen it. This is you leaving that. Advice for you, Aquarius, this week regarding the situation. Oh my gosh. Ace of Pentacles. Huge opportunity. This could be a huge opportunity for a reunion this week, an apology this week, or just a get together this week. But here's the thing. It's fighting the ego, the courage, worry that this offer wasn't going to be accepted. But I'm telling you, it is going to be accepted in a way that you didn't even fathom. Now, some of you are going to be in Delulu thinking that this is a person coming back from the past, but this is about making moves. This Aquarius is making moves. All right. And there's an opportunity here to go after what you want, your desires, your dreams. There's an opportunity here to put yourself out there in a way that you haven't done before. So that's where you know this is your reading. Okay. Aquarius, the vibe for you this week from Auntie. Expressive breakthroughs and beneficial change. Expressive breakthroughs and beneficial change. Maybe in health or work or in love for you, Aquarius, this week. What to watch for? Detached idolism. This is the detachment that I feel like idolizing it. Okay. Detached from that. It says, stay grounded in reality as you expand and as you deliver. So stay grounded in the reality of the moves that you make. That's what I got. Good luck, Aquarius. They just got the best reading in the house for this week so far. All right, Pisces. Pisces. Corbell says it's about time. They're ready. They're ready. So it be. I know they really got a good reading. All right, let's see how Pisces will do. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, let's see how your week's going to be. Current feelings for this week. Pisces, current feelings for this week. Oh, this hurts. The truth hurts. The Ace of Swords. Okay, this is sharp. Painful. You can't stop this from coming. You're holding this in your hand and it's you're going to have to let go of this. External representation of this, the Seven of Pentacles. Well, Seven of Pentacles is usually a card here of harvest, where you set the ground so that you can have something. You're preparing for it so that you can enjoy something. And that's what you're focused on this week. But something here feels off. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles is like, oh, like this side is like, oh, well, that's it. That's it. All right. But this is one like, look what I have. Look at everything that I have. But there's something here where you're realizing, I'm not really appreciative of this, what you have. Let's see what the integration of this is. You feel greedy. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I really feel this is for a Pisces who's going through a not enough wound right now. Blood, sweat, tears, they put into something and it's like, I am drained as can be. And the truth is that I'm pretending everything is almighty and I'm happy with what I have presently. But what I feel right now is a storm brewing. The King of Pentacles, when he's in his adverse or upset, can be in that energy of mine. I should be chosen. I'm the one who deserves this. I deserve this. How you're responding to this, you're seeing it. You're not necessarily acting out on it. I think there's this energy of feeling like I'm doing something bad by feeling that way, but we all have those feelings. So you're soul searching, Virgo energy here of you're done with pretending that you're happy. Faking it till you making it is not working for this Pisces. What they're doing is some soul searching here, what they truly want. What is the truth this Pisces truly wants at the table? At the table. What's the real opportunity here, Spirit, for this Pisces? Queen of Swords. Ooh. To be logical. The emotions are usually not attached to the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. Now, this Queen of Swords can be real ruthless and cutting and unapologetic. And there's something here where God, she's got armor on, but she looks like she's like, I mean, this is the challenge here is this Queen of Swords energy here. Unapologetic. I really feel like the bigger meaning is, before I even pull the card, is to watch the negative talk and evaluate the energy of not feeling specific emotions, because there's compassion needed for your side, because it's not that saying that you're not a hard worker or you don't have the ability here to strive or to do. It's just not happening in the way that you anticipated, because there's a structure or a nurture that you want that is being built on a foundation that does not serve you. It does not serve you. So this could be you forcing something that is not really bringing you stability. This could be a relationship. This could be a job. This can be a venture of some sort. Some of you, entrepreneurship. It's not solely bringing you the fruition that you want, and you're not happy with it anymore. It's almost like you lost your love for this anyway. You're realizing that. You're realizing that. I think you're fighting and ending with something that doesn't necessarily bring you happiness. Look at this. There's a boat. Okay. Water may be significant to you. You might love boats. But this is someone here who's choosing to be present in the energy of moving on emotionally through it, and says, you know, I thought I wanted that at one point, but I'm realizing none of that was really making me happy. It made me feel less than or not enough, but I am enough. And what you're evaluating here is the ability here to take charge through those emotions and to build a new horizon, and maybe let things go that you were trying to make happen that really you were not seeing it as I think it's almost this level here of, this is how you know. It's a level of someone here who's pushing something to the point where they are getting sick or feel broken or bitterness or resentment of it, and then going, why can't I have this kind of lifestyle, or why can't I have that relationship, or why can't it be this person? There's something specific. You're asking for something very, very specific. But I really don't feel, Pisces, that's what you wanted. It's the feeling of what that brought to you. And it may not be wrapped in the package that you think it is, because there's no more passion there. There's no more love for that. And there's something here about being in the present energy of loving the ride, loving the journey. And that's significant for you this week. Things to consider here for this week. There we go. Inner child work, 6 of Cups, okay? The things that light you up, that make you happy. Be playful. Have fun. Enjoy the things in life. Maybe take a break. Maybe the moment here is to be with your children, okay? The 7 of Cups is look at different opportunities of growth. This is also to look at it differently. Just because something didn't work out in the favor that you wanted to, or you really honed in on, that doesn't mean that there's a new opportunity here of growth of this exact same feeling. Can you be open to be in a different package? Spirit is saying for you. Really, really strongly. And I wish you could see my cat Frisker's here, because he loves to come in for pets usually when he gets, I'm on here for a while, but he's right on top of like not just the keyboard area, but by the anti-messages, and his paw is like on top of Pisces. And it's so cute. I wish I could take a picture of it. It says, Friskers want you to remind you that romance and creativity light back up when you feel again. Oh my God, I love it. And he's all about here. Oops. And he just hit. That's why he can't stay up here. He just messed up my setting by sitting on the mouse. All right. The other thing to watch out for is emotional overwhelm. Don't rush attachment just because the vibe is softer. Okay. It's time to be in the present energy of enjoying the moment, enjoying the ride. That's what I got. All right, Friskers, you went from cute to annoying. You can't keep coming up here. Stay where you are. All right. Yeah. Get your paws off that. Why do you got to touch everything? We have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and then, of course, we have the bonus collective. Who's got Aries in their chart? Corbell says she's been procrastinating on making a new ad for a new product. Got to get it done. You'll get it done. If it's been sitting with you, you know it. It's time. There's a huge opportunity. That was for your placement. The only problem is when I have coffee in the morning, which I love having coffee, but when I'm doing my readings, it gets cold. And I like iced coffee, but not like this. Now it's just mediocre coffee. Like, I need hot coffee. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Current feelings for Aries this week. Oh, this has been a long race for Aries. This is like a long time coming. Okay. You were just making the finish line this week. This week is like, I'm here at the finish line, but I'm dog tired. You may be feeling really tired this week. I'm at my end. This is it. I'm giving it my all. Aries is giving it all. They're all okay. So what's the external influence of why you're giving it all this week? Giving it my all. The Hierophant reversed here. Taurus energy. A lot of you've changed. You see things differently. You're seeing your environment differently. You're seeing belief systems differently. You're seeing the differences in other individuals that you don't align with you. But you're making an offer this week. Okay. And what's the offer? To end it. You're ending something this week. You're having the courage here to say, I'm done. Who of my Aries are done? Go ahead and put a check mark in. Are you done? Like, I don't want to give into this anymore. I've put enough energy into the scenario, to the situation. This is as broken as can be. I'm done. I'm checked out. I'm ready to state it. Leo energy. There it is. Okay. You're being brave about this, though. You are finally saying, I'm over it. It did not give me the results I wanted. It was not easy to do. Some of you feel broke as can be. There's nothing here. It's like I'm going to admit it. I'm done. Some of you, it's an end of a contract. Some of you, it's putting in some paperwork. Yeah, I'm done. Ace of Cups. This belongs to me. It's like the race is over and you're pouring back into you. You're taking the cup. You're taking your emotions. You're taking the thirst and putting it back into you. Okay. You were starving for something. And this week, it's all about creating closure and realizing the differences and taking back your worth. Taking and love. You did all you could for that situation, that person, whatever it is. You're done. Okay. You can still see things out of love. You can. You can still see things out of love. King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. All right. Now, are you upset? Yeah. But here's the opportunity here to see the cup, see how it was not being offered to you, and taking it back. Are you angry how it was used? Yeah. Are you angry at a situation or an individual? Yeah. Are you angry with yourself? Yeah. But the King of Cups, who may play victim a little bit because they're done, knows that there's assistance there as well in this new rebirth for you, in this change. And it's having the courage. And what is the bigger meaning of having this courage? Look at this, the Knight of Wands. That the actions that you were taking maybe were to save another or save a situation which left you empty. And the actions to finally be done doesn't mean it's going to be overnight either. Yes, mentally you're checked out. Yes, a lot of you are finally taking actions to checking out, but it's also because it's gotten to the point where you had to play the victim. You had to use that anger to allow yourself to get out. So this week, Aries is getting out of a scenario. Is it a battle? Do they feel good about it? No. But they're not going to starve themselves to this anymore. They're pulling themselves out of a scenario situation. Things to consider. Okay. Look, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. You see that? It was a grenade. What you were being juggling here was going to explode and kill you anyways. Okay. At any point, that could have gone off. You could have gone off. Spirit's reminding you of that. Okay. What you were juggling was not safe anyway. This is a time here to be at ease with yourself. Allow the emotions to come up, especially be compassionate with yourself, because there's going to be some negative talking, not just on others, but on yourself. Of like, how could I do that? How could I not see that? The rose-colored glasses are off this week. All right. But it is something about moving on. It is about taking the step here to clear your mind. And you're taking those steps this week. And it may feel irrational because it's all of a sudden it could be like, I'm done and I'm booking a flight. I'm done. I'm doing something for me. But you know, it's time. It's been time for quite some time for you to do this. All right, Aries, the message here for you, the vibe this week, the sparks of joy and creativity return after you time to take act, after you take the time to act in a thoughtful motion of closure. What to watch for? Leaping before planning. I felt this. Okay. Watch for that. Right. There's something here where, yes, you might want to do something, but you don't want to plan it all the way through. So just watch out for that. Leaping before planning, your drive is back, just slow, the engine at stop signs. So watch for your engine. It's going to slow down at parts. You're going to have the spurts here where you're going to say you're done and then you're going to be pulling back emotions. Just be kind to yourself because you are clearing a lot of emotional baggage this week in a big, big way. But the step here is by making a forward movement of moving on, not just stating it, doing something, claiming it, and planning here of a change that you're going to do. All right. That's what I got for Aries. We're going to move on to Taurus. We have Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and we still have the bonus collective, so stay on. Trudy is done. Check mark, done. It's okay. Don't apologize, Nancy. These are always like 2 hours long anyway. Most people like to listen to this and then they just wait for their sign to come on. They start doing other things. And that's why I like to do the all signs. So you can chime in and then I can talk to you guys in between the shuffles if you feel guided to come on. And don't be shy if you want to talk. I mostly only talk during the shuffling because I don't like to interrupt the story. I'm not the kind of reader that will, I'm really not fond of that, where individuals start reading and then they break the reading. So I really try to catch myself on doing that. That's why I appreciate my moderators so much, because they do the chit-chatting. I need to know why my dreams keep tabs and tell on people always. I'm not sure I understand that. I can tell you what I heard right off the bat, though. Not everybody needs to know your dreams. Not everybody needs to know your dreams. Some people are meant to, you can share it with, but unintentionally, not everybody wants to see everybody happy. So they'll put in fear things. And it's not even about being happy. They might get scared with that. You're listening while cooking. That's what I'll be doing after this. Is cooking. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, you have dreams about people. Oh, so you're clairvoyance. So you do a lot of healing in your dreams. That's cool. That's your clairvoyance. And the reason they tell on people is because their walls are down. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Current feelings, Taurus. Ooh, we have the wheel here. 10. Something seems off. Gloomy. Okay, let's see what the reaction of this is. Oh. Well, that's crazy. You have something really good coming in this week. It's not bad. It's not disheveled. You haven't been waiting for this forever. But how you feel is that when it comes in, it's just going to be shit anyways. Failure anxiety here. So, you do have something coming this week, but your energy is, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Let's see what the integration is. Page of Cups. Oh, you're pessimistic. What is this? I don't like this return. Okay. Karmic. You got someone returning to you this week. But you're really pessimistic about this individual. And the reason is because externally you've been doing pretty darn well. What's the response of this Page of Cups energy? Oh my God. You got the World. Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, your energy here, Leo. Wow. The Wheel and the World. You knew this was going to happen. You knew they were going to come back. You knew this opportunity was going to come back around. You are getting closure this week. You are. It's a reward. What's the real opportunity? What Are you kidding me? Rebirth. Wow. All vibes of 10 energy and all vibes of 5s. What's the bigger meaning of this before I start discussing this? Oh, be prepared. Be prepared because Taurus, you are getting on. There's something that's rebounding to you this week. Okay. You're going to get closure on it. The rebirth here is to remember your worth. You got your eagle eye on this. Okay. This is a news here. It's like, what the hell is this? This is a news here of like, okay, I'll consider. Somebody might be saying to you, they've changed. I feel like this Taurus is saying, I've changed too. I've changed too. And I don't necessarily have to take everything that is presented to me. And so you feel like something's fishy and you're evaluating it, you're looking at it. The bigger opportunity here is to stay in sovereignty. These are all upright, which is fantastic. The universe is supporting you in that sense with a massive change. I think somebody here is saying to you they've changed. What the advice is here for you. What comes around goes around. What comes around goes around. If somebody doesn't rebound back to you, you have an offer here that's actually a really fulfilling offer for you. And it is not small potatoes. This could be a huge promotion. This could be your business taking off. This could be a relationship that is solid. The one. Dang. Oh my God. 8 of Cups. Swan dive. Leaving the old out. Be prepared. It's judgment time. Now, some of you, whoever is rebounding back, says they're all in it. So, Spirit is asking you, is this a performance to remember your worth and realize if this person's changed, you have to get to know them all over again, if you even do take them back. But if you don't, all right, and it's something new, this is to not bring the old into the new, leaving all baggage to the side so that you can really enjoy getting to know a situation or person or position that you are received. But I just keep hearing well deserved. So I feel like there's some kind of recognition you're getting done, like for this week, whether it is seen worldwide, whether it is seen through like a monetary gift of some sort, but it's because you have left things that do not serve you. And that could even be the old version of you. But Taurus, let's see what Auntie has to say. Auntie says, the vibe is be prepared for the cozy recalibration here for home closeness and emotional calm. What you need to watch for is anchoring so deeply in this love that you will be receiving and not be resistant to small and necessary shifts. Allow things to be seen through actions. That's very interesting. Allow things to be seen through actions, consistent actions. I'm going to add to that, consistent actions. Just because somebody comes back, or just because somebody, or even if it's not someone coming back, an opportunity, it's of consistency, is to read the fine print, to look at everything before you say yes to it. All right. Congratulations. Taurus also got a really good reading next to Aquarius, I believe. Good week for Taurus. All right, we got our gems up. Gemini is up. The song that is playing in my head right now as I'm shuffling Gemini is Tina Turner, You Better Be Good to Me. Feel this energy of not taking anything small. But let's see. Current feelings for Gemini this week. 4 cups. Yeah. Yeah. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, the card of boredom, the card of discontentment, not liking that. All right. But it's not you looking at the side of like, this is so broken. Nothing's a good opportunity for me. You're in comparison of a specific opportunity and you're wondering what is good for you. But you know that if this isn't, there might be something that is bigger for you. So you still got that dreaming energy, and the card here of 4 cups is a very dreamy fantasy card of I want to see something larger, bigger, better be good to me. But there's something in the way that you're holding that cup. Let's see the external influences. 8 of Wands. Ooh, who's this? You got someone in your vicinity here who is rushing in to get some kind of emotional balance from you. Okay. Like, wait, Gemini, no, I need that. Help me. You're the one. You're the only one who can give me that love. You're the only one. And there's just something here where you're focused on here and it's like, I think you did a lot with this individual. You cared so much for this person, but this person played victim. Careless. No. Better be good to me. I'm telling you, this Gemini is not handling this. Misused. Feels used by an individual. Always about them. Never about this Gemini. It's always about this person. And I think you just are in this level here of like, no, I deserve better. I can't keep giving this to you. Yeah, I can't keep giving this to you. Because the response is, you're not changing. I am. You always bail, Gemini, you always bail this person out. This could be a child. This could be a family member. This could be a loved one. But in the long run, this is how you're looked upon. I'm here. Steady. Present. You're here to what? This person's chaos? What's the real opportunity this week? Send it back. Send the chaos back to them. How many times has this person been there for you when you've rushed over? It only takes one person to change a cycle. So why don't you make it you? Yeah, you. Whatever this house is, whatever this place is, wherever the victim mentality of this individual is, it's almost like they bring their stuff to you and then it just burns up whatever environment you have to the point where it's like, well, that destroys what I got. So let me do something better for you. Let me just destroy everything so that you realize that there's nothing left to give. All right. This could be a really harsh boundary, something that may feel very unnatural for you, but You're at the point, if I have to be the villain to this person's story, then so be it. I'm the villain. I was the one who said no. I was the one who ignored. But it's the only opportunity here for you to break the cycle. Advice for you. Ooh. Now this is a particular card. For this deck, we have the puppeteer. This person is manipulative. Okay? Puppeteer. So, you're turning this around and controlling the situation. Oh, you want me to be the bad guy? I'll mirror back the bad guy. Did you just flip the mirror around on this person? Gemini, did you just flip the mirror around on this individual? Oh, you did. You did. You turned your back to this individual and you're looking for something that is a bigger opportunity. You're being strategic about this. This person here is taking away from your growth. By doing this, you are focused on enhancement. Now, it's not all going to come in this week, but I feel like you're going to see some massive shifts when it comes to your finances, your growth, your health. Gemini, what Auntie wants to tell you, the vibe, momentum returns. Oh my gosh, in finances and in networks. Okay, there's somebody here you're turning your back against. This is what you need to watch for. Spreading yourself too thin to a connection that steals your energy and ramps up. Can't make that up. Watch out for the energy vampire. Watch out for the energy vampire. Now, when we get to the last reading for the zodiac signs, this is where the bonus collective begins. So if you're new to the channel, don't be shy. This is the time to make sure not only are you subscribed or following if you're on Facebook or Twitch, but to like the video itself, because that actually helps. And I've been on here for more than 2 hours at this point. And you know, these are things that I do for the love of it, for this week's energy. So I do appreciate it. But you're also going to want to comment bonus, because with the bonus readings, you never know what zodiac signs will come up, and it's the energy. So if your sign doesn't come up and you still resonate with it, just take it as energy. Okay. You were meant to listen to it. You're meant to hear it. Just take the rest and, you know, only take what actually resonates to you. Right. So go ahead, comment bonus. We call it the bonus train, and it will also help the channel be seen on all platforms. And yes, it does work, and I do appreciate it. And go ahead. You can do it more than once. Just make sure you don't keep doing bonus, like the same thing. You want to change it up. That's why we call it the bonus train. Some people use emojis. Some people use a train emoji. All kinds of stuff. We'll get to Cancer shortly. I'm just going to do the shuffling here, and then we'll get to the bonus. We sure will. Claiming the hell. Barbara's like, I'm claiming the hell out of that. Looks like a financial shift for real. That ain't bad. All right, Cancer. Current feelings for this week, Cancer. Oh, the light is out. Virgo energy. With the Hermit. You're tired of soul searching. External influences. Someone is given an offer that you didn't get. So I do feel rejected, whether somebody has chosen another or I just feel rejection. I feel like I don't even want to look at it. You know, there's just this energy of someone else receiving an offer that you didn't get. It could be financially too. Could it be a position? What's going on here? What's the integration of this? Oh God, the Seven of Swords. Hurt? Mistreated? Used? Social bee, busy bee, busy bee. I feel like my light is really, really dim. And the dimness doesn't come from like within. This is someone here who's realizing that they don't want to look at a scenario anymore. It's almost like you might have been really like, okay, so if this is a breakup or someone's in a new connection, you might have been really looking at it and trying to reflect on it and isolating yourself and be like, I'm done with love, I'm done with this. But you're at the point here where you don't want to deceive yourself anymore by continuing to look at someone else's successes. So this Cancer here is done with looking at successes here that were feeling like they were stolen from them. Okay, what's the response? Four Wands here, reversed. This could have been you being at a dead-end job where you're realizing now that there's nothing ever going to come out of this, right? Like used. All right. A relationship that you may have been involved in where they would have just like kept you around. So maybe they'd say, well, we can still be friends. It's like, what? So we're going to still be friends while you're in another relationship? Like that feels horrific. Okay. You're looking at this connection as over, and it's not bringing you anything to evaluate of why it's over. There was nothing there, and you're seeing that it was as empty as can be. I think you were trying to flourish something to make it this, but it's not. It's ending this. It's like I have to just see it as for what it is. What's the real opportunity here for you this week? Connection. New, not old. This is what that old connection here did for you. The opportunity for you this week here is to find reflections in individuals here that feels equal, emotionally balanced. Remember, you got a 2 here. So it's stop looking and investing here on scenarios that you felt belonged to you or deserved. You deserve some kind of, I heard refund. Like it's like I deserve my chance. What do I get of it? Well, it comes with realizing that it was over, that there was nothing else that you could get out of this. You've learned your lesson. Consider it as a lesson learned. The opportunity now this week is new. There's a new opportunity here of reflection. The bigger meaning for you, Cancer. Queen of Swords, learning from it. I like it. I like this for you. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's not being emotionally bitter, resentment. It's, you know, the truth. You're honest. This is someone here who's trustworthy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, like I said, but I feel there's an opportunity here to be yourself, be authentic, and align with the person here who does see you and value you. And this is an opportunity here of new growth, and not to isolate yourself because of a scenario that did not work out in your favor. This week, you do have somebody that you can be yourself with and honest with. The 7 of Swords here with the Queen of Swords is telling me it's the 8 of Swords. And then I have the 8 of Swords here with this sword below it is the 9 of Swords, because I love to add all the swords up together. So there's immense fear or self-doubt that this will work or be in your favor, but you're being asked here to believe. Sometimes failures lead you to your success. I will remind you, avoiding failure also means avoiding success. It's not giving up on relationships. there are relationships that are more aligned to you. You're just not looking at the past anymore. Yeah. You're ready for a new start. Okay. And you're like, I might feel like a clown that I'm going back out there, but I'm going to do it. Okay. I'm going to do it. And it's going to be more fair. And you're going to know the valuation of it with that Queen of Swords energy here with the Six of Pentacles. This is fairness. It's an understanding, but I also feel partnership. So this week, there's a new partnership that is going to blossom, but it's also, you're being asked here to have a new approach with it, but don't be completely the clown and saying that, you know, watch for the clown behavior. Okay. People sometimes are all talk, put it that way, but look for fairness, look for actions that meet words. Okay. And something that is consistent. Pentacles are all about consistency. Cancer, your message here from Auntie for this week with your vibe. It says, wake up call in love and belonging. Softness becomes your strength this week. What you need to watch for is holding walls high instead of letting love in, even when it's earnest. Okay. You have someone here who is starting off as very earnest, and you're being asked to be open to this connection. Okay. There's something here where you're ready for somebody new in your life, and it's going to develop into something that's going to matter for you. Okay. In a huge way. That's what I have for Cancer. We're going to move on now to the collective. We got the collective up. Bonus. Thank you, everybody, for commenting bonus. Okay, Star is ready for the dice roll. Are you sure? Last time you were a little slow. Just kidding. I was like, what are the dice, Star? Where'd you go? And I forgot what they were. It's like left me. You had one job. No, it was funny. I was like, did she forget how to spell one of them? Oh, a commercial came on. Damn you, YouTube. I didn't even know the commercials came on while I was live. It's weird. Nancy, you weren't even there. You also had one job. I'm roasting both of my moderators. They know I'm just joking with them. They're here out of love. Okay. Reminder before we get into this bonus, because you know I got to do it again. Because I got more people here watching. All right. We have the August giveaway over at Harmonia Friends Club. Would love for you to join so that you can get in onto this. There's limited entry tickets available. I can't remember how many, but there's not that many left. All right. So if you join, make sure you look up the August giveaway for the Dragon's Lair, and it's in the giveaway post when you get into the vault, and make sure you grab your ticket. Once those tickets are done, the entries are closed. The announcement and the winner will be in a couple of weeks, but this Dragon's Lair is awesome. It's over $100 value. If you enter, just know that shipping and handling is on you guys. All right. But everything else is part of the package here. So I put a lot of time and energy into these packages, and the theme here was picked up from a Harmonia Friends Club member themselves. I put it out there. I said, what theme do you want? And Isis had picked the dragon. So she's probably like, I want to win this. So this is a dragon theme this year, or this month. We have the Dragon Path Oracle. We have this really cool multicolor USB lamp. I love this. I actually have one that's not a dragon, a fairy. I absolutely adore it, but I really like the dragon one. I might even get this for myself. We have the Dragon Blood incense. We have a tea light here to help with your rituals and to call in that dragon energy. And if you like to work with the dragons, there is a dragon meditation over at Harmonia Friends Club if you are a Fool's Journey member, because that's only for tier 2. But make sure you check out that access point visualization experience to call in your dragons. So you also get some mystery gifts in here, and you don't know what they are until, well, they come about. Also, we got the core frequency compass channeled transmission that will be released tomorrow for my Fool's Journey message members here. And this is the transmission messages of the energies that are going on right now to help you not only stay grounded, but to get some thorough examples of the frequency changes that are happening for all of us and a better understanding of how you can encompass the light and to help the collective energetically. Okay. So that's going to be released tomorrow. And this week we will be back with the one that can't stop thinking about you. That will be on Friday, but I will be up again for a pop-up live on Wednesday. So make sure you mark your calendars here. Who's coming towards you is on Wednesday. And then we have that one can't stop thinking about you on Friday. Okay. So yes, those are our readings for this week. And in the vault, we have Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio being released in the vault. And I can't believe it, but the following week we have mid-month check-ins already. So lots of content over in the vaults. Lots and lots of content over there. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. There's so much to peruse over there. It's unbelievable. That membership is over 3 years old now. All right, you ready? Let's see what zodiac signs are here for us. Here we go. What signs are here with us? We have Aquarius. We have Gemini. Lots of air. Lots of air energy. Okay. When I think of Aquarius, I always think of the energy of more of the visionary. This is the energy of progressive thinking, sometimes too much thinking, even though I'm talking about Gemini. I have Gemini here and I was holding it, but let's hold them together. Okay. Because they kind of go hand in hand with one another. And then we have Gemini, who is more of the playful, curious energy, the talkative energy. And this can come up in duality. So I feel like there's a lot of duality here as well. What else we got? We have, we got Leo. Still got that lion's energy here. The heart of the matter. The bravery. And Libra. All air placements are here. Libra just went through a massive placement here with Mars energy. I'm a Libra, so I felt it. All about the balance and alignment. One more. We have Capricorn. Finally got some earth energy here. Cappies are in the house. They're the strategists, the builder, the ones who are always thinking about the long-term goals. Ooh, and we have Taurus. Nice mix this round for this week. We got the bull gang here, the stabilizer, the one here who's grounded, can be bullheaded too, but we love them. So we got a lot of different signs, a lot of different energy, but the most signs we got were the air signs. So there's something here coming up in the collective energy where it's really got us in our mental mind frame. Yeah. Current feelings. Oh, yeah. Stuck. Tired of waiting. You've reached the end. You're not even sure if you want this anymore. Okay. External influences. Oh, Six of Pentacles on someone else's timing. I almost feel this energy for my collective that There's some unfinished business about a relationship where someone may have gone a different direction, but said, but hold on, collective, hold on, I'll be right back. But you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, let's revisit this. So somebody here in this week has asked you to hold on. And maybe this is coming on, maybe it was a long time ago. But you're realizing there's been a lot of time for holding on to this. They're not coming back. They're not coming back. You've been emotionally invested on waiting for somebody to come back, to return, or to pay you back, a payback. This could also be a payback. All right. A favor. Someone could have bought, here's the thing. You offered somebody something and put yourself on hold. Now, even though we have Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Capricorn, and Taurus energy here, this could be specific people you're dealing with too, and their collective energy too. But somebody here made a promise, or somebody here chose a different direction, but a part of you was taking with them. Maybe a part of them always hoped that they would return. Hey, Papa. How you responding? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You're realizing this person here is selfish. Yeah. They don't care what position that you're in. They did something for themselves. And there's a part of you that asks, what am I doing for myself? So this person is mirroring back to you what you should be doing for yourself. It is giving you a bigger opportunity. What's the real opportunity here this week, my collective? Your happiness. Leo energy here, okay? This is something here where I feel this happiness doesn't have to be okay. So I feel like someone here chose a different direction for their happiness to be present in it. It doesn't involve you. They've taken a part of you, though, that assumes you're going to be still sticking around, or that there's a other part of you that has been putting yourself on hold, going, okay, well, this person's going to give me back what I have, pay me back, or they're going to come back around. And you're realizing, what am I doing? I need to work on me. I got to work on what makes me happy. I have to invest in me. That's what this person's been doing. Why am I not investing in myself? So this person here was meant to mirror back. Yeah. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. See, this person's investing in themselves. You are now seeing that, well, I'm going to look like a bad guy investing in myself. But truly, what's happening here is someone's starting to see their worth, and another individual goes, well, shit, that person knows their worth. Oh. So let me tell you, if a rebound happens, it isn't going to happen this week. I feel like you're taking back your power. Your energy is shifting. You're not putting care or effort into seeing how anything's, you're not going to put any effort into it anymore. I feel like, if anything, someone's here going to get a pull to rebound. What advice does the Spirit have for you? No reversals. There we go. 9 of Pentacles. It's about your stability. This is about being presently okay on your own or independently, realizing you are better off in this energy. Okay. But it's gated. You have boundaries now. You may have not had boundaries before. You may block an individual or you may cut somebody off. You know, if a person does kind of rebound or there, you don't answer back. No, you don't answer back. Reminder, Mercury goes direct, so we still have that retrograde energy leaving. So even if a person does come back, I feel this energy of going, I'm better off on my own. I need to start caring about my abilities, my stability. What makes me happy? What makes me happy is what my collective is saying. All right, the collective message for you this week from Auntie is, this week signals a cosmic clearing. Fog lifts, voices return, and feelings that were muddled start to make sense. Use this clarity, collective. Move with intention, not force. Let this week be about finding your rhythm again and your happiness, one small, mindful step at a time. The energy is now being shifted back towards you. You're taking back your cup. You're cutting something out, the waiting. All right. That's what I have for the readings today. Thank you guys. And special shout out to all of my moderators here. Nancy, Star, Papa Wheelies, I know you're late. It's okay. Barb, thank you all for being here. Guys, I wouldn't be anywhere without my moderators. So I do appreciate them being here. They keep the comments and everything going strong and answering your guys' questions. I hope to see you guys back here on Wednesday. Don't forget, I will be back Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for All Signs Love readings. Who's coming towards you? The raw, true intentions. Is that something that interests you? Make sure that you mark your notifications now so you know when the live is coming. It's already scheduled out. I will see you guys Wednesday. Have a good rest of the week. All right. Take care.